up-tempo record by Crash Test Dummies, making its debut at number 36 on my fantasy playlist, July 24th, 1994. Kind of a fan of the Crash Test Dummies back in the early to mid-90s. They had that huge hit called back in the spring of 1994, and also the powerful Superman song, which should have done a lot better, only got as high as number 56. This was back in the fall of 1991 on Billboard's Hot 100, played a lot on MTV. Boy, I remember 1991 pretty vividly, that record, the Superman song with Brad Roberts singing a powerful, poignant, probably mispronounced the word, Poignant, a lead vocal on that record. He had that low baritone, bass baritone voice, had original singing style, Brad Roberts. Brad Roberts, he was attending the University of Winnipeg back in the 80s, got a bachelor's degree in 1986, and he was playing a band. He was in a house band at a club. It was called the Blue Note Cafe. It was in Winnipeg. The house band that he was in was called Bad Brad and the St. James Rhythm Pigs. That evolved into the Crash Test Dummies. And he was attending university, studying at the university, and Brad Roberts, he was also a bartender. Became a bartender at the Spectrum Cabaret when he started writing songs and introducing the songs to the group. He wrote the Superman song, which, gosh, dog, that should have been a bigger hit. That's just... you gotta listen to the Superman song if you've never heard of it. It's one of the most laid back, one of the most powerful records. Almost kind of reminds me of an old Harry Chapin record in a way, like Taxi, something like that. But anyway, the first album was called The Ghost That Haunt Me. That was in 1991 by the Crash Test Dummies, and that yielded the Superman song. The runner-up to that was God Shuffled His Feet, and that was probably more commercially successful. That yielded the song, and also Afternoons and Coffeespoons. Afternoons and Coffeespoons considered a most favorite song by the Crash Test Dummies fans, although the Superman song is probably my favorite by them. And produced by Jerry Harrison. The album produced by Jerry Harrison, former keyboard and guitarist of the Talking Heads from back in the day. From God Shuffled His Feet, this is Crash Test Dummies coming in at number 36 on my fantasy playlist with Afternoons and Coffeespoons.